So the way I came to these 5 is through kind of thinking about what's been meaningful to me as I've started this channel and I've got myself back into photography, which are the ones that have been helpful to me and spoken to me and kind of given me inspiration to continue on this journey of video and photography on YouTube. It's not to say that these are the only ones that I think are the only good ones. It's to be helpful and hopefully help you find more people if you haven't heard of the ones I'm going to mention. And before I forget, I will have links to everything I mention here down below in the description. chrismeetschris is my favorite YouTube channel. I think bar none, whatever category of YouTube. He's super engaging, he's very funny, he's got this really light kind of sense about his videos that he makes, and when he focuses on doing reviews of camera equipment or just accessories, they're awesome. His review on the Joy strap for cameras is like 2 minutes long, but it's one of the best reviews I've ever watched. Like I said, he's my favorite YouTuber, and he's very inspirational to me as I've started this channel and started getting into photography again. He makes things seem fun, and also he's a coffee guy. The next one is rossandhisjpegs. I've mentioned him in a video before, but you know, when I got into photography again and when I got my Fujifilm, everyone was talking about, you know, Fuji X Weekly, that's the place you go to get recipes, that's the place everyone was pointing me towards. And I tried out a few of them, and really honestly, I haven't really found one that I connected with. So luckily I found this guy. He has got some of the best recipes, and for me, some of the most usable recipes. He really just pumps out great recipes. He's Irish as well, so he's got a fantastic accent, and he's just a really enthusiastic guy about photography, and he shares a lot of information. So if you're looking for recipes, he's the one to go for. If you're just looking for a good person who does great photos and good reviews, he's also a great person to go for. Jay Ducker. Without him, I don't think I would have really turned to Fujifilm. He's a great ambassador for Fujifilm. He reviews a lot of their stuff, a lot of their lenses, kind of few of their cameras, and he kind of gives a really good even keel on reviews and kind of his thoughts on the cameras. And yeah, it's awesome. If you want to know more about Fujifilm, he's a great person to go to. Also recently, he's been getting into explaining his journey in monetization as a photographer on YouTube. And he's been very open with how much he's made over which type of videos and over how much time it's taken him. So if you also, like me, trying to think about, you know, what the next steps within this world are, you're trying to grow a channel, you're trying to think about as a photographer, and you're trying to think about, you know, the future. He's a great person. The one thing I can say take away from him in that journey is that he really helped me see the YouTube channel as a photographer, not for the immediate income of the YouTube, but how you can use a YouTube channel for the base of other things for photography, like LUTs or like zines or one-on-one sessions, or, you know, how you kind of build the empire. He's not the only person to do it. I'll give you that, but here's the one that helped me in that journey. The next one is KyleMcDougall. I'm sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong, but this guy, Kyle, he is the photographer's photographer. He makes me want to just be a full-time photographer doing projects. He scans his own stuff, he develops his own stuff, he uses different formats in photography, he has interesting projects that are going on, and he gives reviews and insight into photography that is not pretentious. It's very realistic, and it's very much his initial thoughts, and his way of thinking and approaching the subject of photography is really, really good. The people who kind of comment on his videos often talk about him being you know, just giving no-nonsense reviews and feedback on things, and he really helps, you know, starting up photographers, how to scan your own stuff, how to, you know, print. He also prints his own stuff, so what the best way of printing at home is. And he's accomplished. He's got a book out called The American Mile. I think he's working on his next book, The British Mile, and he's got at the moment a World War II project on that's quite interesting to follow and watch. And yeah, he's kind of the person you want to either be your uncle or your mentor, or you just want to be him. You know, he's really like top photographer, and he's very generous with his information. Next up, we have SamuelElkins. Now he, if I'm honest, out of all of the 4 that I've mentioned, has been the most influential on me in actually how to begin a YouTube channel. Even this kind of warm tone that I've got going on is kind of inspired or signaled from him. He got his craft and his videos down to such a finite amount of attention and detail that it's seamless. A lot of photographers have talking to the camera, then showing pictures, then talking to the camera, then saying goodbye. All of those things, but his just kind of flow together in a way that's very easy to watch, easy to understand. And, you know, I've taken a lot from him in the last few videos I've done and the ones I'm going to do in the future, kind of his framework and how he arrives at that final product. Hopefully I can build on it and make it my own spin on it, but he really is, if you're looking for a structured video that works, that's highly tuned and fine-tuned, then he's a good one to watch. Just someone to learn from when it comes to making YouTube videos within the space of film and photography. The next one I have for you is a bonus. It's number 6 out of 5, and it's a podcast, Mamiyamigos. It's done by 2 YouTubers, Grainy Days and Bad Flashes, and they come together once in a while and they talk about life, and they kind of always circle it back to photography. So just an easy, enjoyable listen. Their focus is on analog photography, so full frame, medium format, 35mm, etc., etc. Their YouTubes are great. The podcast is great. They have really good people, you know, from the community on YouTube attending their podcasts. GX Ace is one of them. The photo department was another one. It's just really great to hear from these guys and about these guys outside of the context of their own channels. Please let me know your favorites in the comments below. I'm always on the lookout for new YouTubers that can give me inspiration or just show me a different side of photography or video. And as I've said, again, these are not the only good channels. These are not the only ones. There's many, many, many. So I think your comments of suggesting others will help other people read in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. I hope this has been helpful, and see you at the next one. I'm going to put up some of my other videos if you'd like to check those out as well. Thank you.